When I was younger and I was just getting established in the whole fitness thing, I would meet people who didn't exercise and think to myself, what a lazy sloth. I just couldn't comprehend how someone could opt out, how someone could choose to opt out of the single most beneficial tool we have in our arsenal to improve every aspect of our life. So when I began my career as a personal trainer, I would try to train my clients, and as I was training them, I would educate my clients on the countless reasons on why they should keep coming back to train with me. And for some, it worked and they achieved great results, but for many, my lessons were to no avail. Now, after working one-on-one with over 500 people to transform their life, I found out that the people who don't exercise or struggle to exercise consistently aren't simply unaware of the benefits of exercise. Everybody knows that, but they do have at least one of the 4 psychological barriers I will be uncovering in this video. The first of these 4 psychological barriers is that your brain is perceiving exercise as a harmful activity. Your brain is wired to warn you when you are in danger. And if you are severely out of shape, the pain and anguish that comes with exercise is literally going to feel like a suicide attempt to your brain. The first time you go to the gym, you're immediately met with pain, struggle, and lack of coordination, lack of athleticism. It doesn't feel good. And when you go on a run for the first time, feeling your heart beat out of your chest isn't a good feeling. You literally feel like you're having a heart attack. And when you're first getting started in the gym, your brain is feeling all these negative feelings, the pain, the suffering, the mental hardship, and it's saying, yo, you're trying to hurt yourself. Stop this. So your brain is signaling you to stop because it doesn't understand what you're trying to do here. And this feeling of pain and anguish doesn't ever go away. Even in trained athletes or somebody who is working out consistently on a daily basis doesn't just get to a point where they no longer feel pain or they no longer feel the struggle that comes with training yourself to the next level, trying to level up, trying to get better. It never goes away for them. But what does happen is in their mind, the brain begins to wire the pain and the struggle that comes with exercise to a perceived outcome that is better than what they're currently living. You feel pain and your brain says stop. The people who are consistently training and going to the gym, they feel pain and the brain recognizes that as a prerequisite to growth. It hurts, of course, but they know on the other side of that pain is a whole lot of improvement and a much better life. So to overcome this, you have to write down exactly what your goal is in vivid detail. Don't just write down the outcome either. Write down the entire process from start to finish. Write down how it's going to feel when you first get started and map out what it's going to look like when you reach your desired outcome. And don't get me wrong, this mental switch isn't going to happen overnight. You're going to have to constantly remind yourself that the pain is necessary for growth. It's necessary for the life that you want. But I promise you, with consistent effort, your brain will begin to appreciate the struggles that comes with exercise and training and improving yourself. And it will begin to see this pain and struggle you're feeling as a prerequisite for the life that you want to be living, for the lifestyle you want to have, to the body, the confidence, the look, and the feel you want to have as you move through life. The second psychological barrier, it's going to sound pretty obvious, but most people who struggle to be consistent in the gym or to get started in the gym are simply overcomplicating the entire process. You see, for me, it's pretty simple. I come home from work, I'm going to change into my gym clothes, maybe I'll have a pre-workout snack or something like that, and then I'm going to go to the gym, do my workout, come home, and eat a prepared meal. It's pretty simple. I've done it for so long that my mind is going to go on autopilot. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just in a flow state from start to finish. But somebody who is a beginner in the gym who has not built this habit, they simply take what is supposed to be an easy 3 to 5 step process and they map it out to be 15 different things. For them, it may feel like, come home from the gym, look through my closet and see what shirts I can find that's gonna hide my belly. Then I have to try on the shoes to see which is gonna be best as I'm walking on the treadmill, see what is gonna be most comfortable for me. Then I have to open the door, and then I gotta get in my car, then I gotta get stuck in traffic, then I go to the gym where everybody's gonna be judging me, then I have to wait around for machines, then I'm gonna get sweaty, then I gotta shower, and blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on and on. It's not that difficult, bro. You have to stop giving meaning to all the meaningless little in-between tasks that happen from when you get ready to go to the gym to when you actually complete your workout. It's not that hard, bro. Go to the gym. Get back from the gym. And if you listen to any of my other advice on the videos, you should already have your meal prepared. Take the guesswork out of it. You need to make the process as simple as possible. Prepare your meals in advance. And if you want to make this process even smoother, take 5 minutes before bed and lay out your clothes. That way, when you come home from work, you aren't trying to dig through your clothes and find the perfect match here. Slip on your clothes, go to the gym, throw on a little motivational video or your favorite songs as you're riding to the gym. Listen to a podcast, level up your mindset on the way to the gym. Get there, do a workout, and that's it. Come home, eat your prepared meal, and read a book or do whatever you want to do, then go to bed. Think about the main reason on why you're going to the gym in the first place. You want to be more confident with your shirt off. You want to be more active in your kids' life, be able to play with your kids. You want to show up as a better leader for your family, for your friends, in your relationships, for your company, on your team. You want to be able to walk up a hill, walk up a mountain, and experience more of the beauties that come with life. Think about the reasons for why you're doing this, and that will have far more meaning, and it will pull you out of the meaningless thoughts that you're having about these little simple things that are keeping you from going to the gym and improving your life. Give value to the real things that you're doing this for, instead of the meaningless task in between. The third barrier I see holding most people back from not being consistent or getting started in the gym is this massive fear of judgment. I began training when I was 12 years old. So at this age, you don't really care what people think about you. You just simply haven't gotten to the point where you care about other people's opinions. So I didn't have this in training, but when I began to record videos in the gym around maybe 20 years old, I would get this deep anxiety, this hard feeling in my chest, and I felt like everybody around me was looking at me, judging me, and it was almost crippling. I felt like everybody was looking at me, judging me, or laughing at me because I obviously wasn't very good at what I was doing. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just trying this thing out. So I just felt like everybody was looking at me, laughing at me. And the truth is, nobody actually cares about me. Nobody cares about you. Believe it or not, the world doesn't actually revolve around you. It doesn't revolve around me. And when people leave the gym or leave the walking track, they will likely forget that they ever even saw you. But it made me think, is this how people feel when they're trying to get started in the gym? And the answer is likely yes. But I have good news for you. Nobody is judging you. Nobody is watching you. Nobody cares enough about you to really be watching you for their entire workout. You are at the gym to get better. And the gym isn't just reserved for people who are already in shape. That makes no sense. Everybody at the gym, most likely, and especially the ones who are already in shape, are probably your biggest fans. So while you're looking at them feeling intimidated, they're in their head cheering you on, hyping you up. That's how it's always been for me. The people who look most intimidating, the ones that are in the best shape, they're going to be your biggest supporters and your biggest fans. And that's because people focused on growing love to see other people trying to level up. I personally love seeing beginners in the gym. I love seeing somebody who is overweight at the gym. I love seeing somebody who is not very strong in the gym trying to get stronger. I love seeing a young man trying to improve his physique because I know that he is there to increase his confidence, become a better leader for his family and on his team. I know that he is doing something today that's going to benefit him tomorrow. And people who have that mindset, people who are already trying to work every single day to improve their lives, love to see other people improving their lives. So if you want to find the one place where you will not be judged for being weak, fat, or unathletic, that place is the gym. Now, this fourth and last one is going to be a little tough to swallow. And this one is that exercise forces self-confrontation. Exercise forces you to confront the largest obstacle you'll ever face, which is yourself. You see, it's easy to ignore that you can't walk a mile when you're sitting in your office, plucking on your keyboard, trying to make money for your company. It's easy to ignore and pretend that you are strong if you never try to lift a weight. It's easy to pretend that you are really putting in work and really trying to improve yourself when you're never challenging yourself. It's easy to believe that you are competent, that you are healthy when you never put your body to the test. Most gyms or fitness facilities you go to have mirrors everywhere, so this is literally impossible. When you look in that mirror, you will see exactly who you are. You'll see the body that you've neglected, and it's gonna suck. It's going to make you uncomfortable. When you're in the gym trying to level up, it takes that video game controller out of your hand and replaces it with sweat and metal, which is a lot less comfortable in the hands than that video game controller. When you're out there running, when you're walking, when you're moving your body around, it takes the comfort of the softness of that couch out from under your ass and replaces it with pain and soreness. It's impossible to ignore your incompetence when you're pushing yourself. And what people fail to realize is that before you can ever become the person you want to be, before you can ever really get stronger, faster, healthier, look better, feel more confident, you have to first be willing to accept the misery you're living in right now. You have to accept the current underdeveloped self before you can ever get to the higher self. Before you can even start to build the best version of you, you have to accept the lower version of you first. And I know it sucks doing that, because every once in a while, even as developed as I am, as long as I've been doing this, I too fall off my pivot sometimes, and I eat some shit I shouldn't be eating for a couple of days, or I may skip a session, a leg day in the gym, and when I eat some shit for a couple of days and I have to go back to the gym, I hate looking at that lower version of me in the mirror. I'm a lot less leaner. I don't look as jacked. I don't look as vascular, and it hurts my confidence a little bit. When I skip leg day for a week or two, when I do finally confront my weaker self and go back and do that leg day or hop under that back squat, that barbell to do some back squats, I am so much weaker than what I know I'm capable of. I'm so much weaker than I was in previous weeks, and it hurts. It hurts to accept that lower self, but you have to do that. You have to accept the lower self that you're living in right now before you can begin to build from there. You see, you always have a choice. It's either confront your current weaker self and begin your journey from there, or continue to hide in your oversized t-shirts, continue to hide in your office, pecking away at your computer, looking at the stock market going up and down, continue to hide yourself in the bottle of booze and try to distract yourself from the neglect that you've placed in your body, from the misery, from the indignity that you feel from living below your potential. You have to accept where you are now and start from there. Understand that the pain that you're going to feel when you confront this self, the pain that you're going to feel when you're lifting those weights, when you're sprinting that hill, this is the path to self-actualization. This is the path to you unlocking your highest potential. This is the path that you have to travel in order to get to the life that you want to be living. So if you are currently unhappy of how you're showing up in life, I hope by watching this video, you now better understand your own psychology so you can begin to make a forever change. Now, I do appreciate you watching this video. If you made it to the end, there's going to be a link in the top of the description of this video. You can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, a bunch of free sauce. I'm always giving away free mindset, free tools you can use to level up your body, your mindset, and ultimately your entire life. So click that top link in the description of this video if you want that. Just enter your email address and you'll get a message personally from me every single week. Regardless, I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you come back to the next one.